America's Most Wanted. Have you seen this man?
Eagle, you're looking great. Coming up 9 minutes.
What is art? I don't know, but I think it has got something to do with the gays. Whatever. I has come to New York to find out more. Check it. What is art nouveau? Nouveau.
Art Nouveau.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Art Nouveau was a style toward the end of the 19th century.
What is Art Deco?
New York is an Art Deco city, you might say.
So what is Art Garfunkel?
Art Garfunkel is just a singer.
Ain't that confusing for young people?
It may be, but it would astonish me if it were.
I once painted my Julie with some chocolate body paint. Is that art?
The interesting question is not yes or no, but why?
Well, I did it because I thought, it would turn her on. But it didn't. It didn't even taste the chocolate and it looked like she'd shat the bed.
Yeah. It might still have been art, but it didn't do what you wanted it to do.
What is acting?
What a good question. The camera hates acting.
What's this?
That's the old-fashioned kind of acting, where you're indicating, acting in quotes. Those are quotes. They're quotes.
What is quotes?
Quotation marks.
Oh, I thought they was like ears.
Yeah.
When you do with someone.
That's correct.
Why is it that hoes is better actors than men?
I should tell you, as Dean of the Actors Studio of the Drama School, that I don't use words like hose and I hate them. That's honestly.
All right.
I know this the
bitches.
vernacular. No.
All right, so
I hate words like bitches.
But why is it that woman is like so good at pretending to be upset? Like, oh, Ali, you has forgotten my birthday. Oh, you has slept with my best friend. Oh, crying. Has you ever met Robert De Niro's?
Robert De Niro was on my show.
Whoa. He is the fun, man. He is so good.
Robert De Niro is a genius.
As you've seen Analyze This?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, him doing his thing.
I've had them both on my show, him and Billy.
Where does he say, no, you, all the time to that other one with the beard, who ain't that good?
You asked
you.
About the Actors Studio. Go see Taxi Driver.
Is it better than Analyze This?
Yes.
Has you ever cried during watching a movie?
Of course. I'm a pushover. I cry.
You was crying?
What are you laughing at? I cry readily if I'm moved.
Does he want us to redo that bit? Because this is going to go out. You don't want them to know that you was crying.
You're going to call You're going to call me a Fifi boy for crying in a movie?
Well, it's a bit over the hill and round the bend, isn't it?
No, it's Jesus, no. Jesus, no.
Has you ever interviewed Shakespeare's?
William Shakespeare?
No doubt.
Well, he died about 400 years ago.
No, he ain't, because I seen him
on the
theatre with the school. They made us go to see William Shakespeare.
You saw somebody playing Shakespeare, which is great.
I didn't really like it, and me left after half an hour. Well, they chucked me out because I was shining one of them laser pen things on Shakespeare's head. But
respect, shame on you.
Did the Premier Bush come from South?
Yes, George Bush came from Texas.
Ah, he's good.
And I went to school with Barbara Bush at Ashley Hall here.
Barbara Bush?
Yes.
A Bush in Kazakhstan, we laugh when we hear the name because a bush mean the hair around the testis satchel. And Barbara, we say in Kazakhstan, mean to eat. So it is like Barbara wishes to eat the hair from a testis satchel. It's good.
Now, this is the spring house. Go on in.
Here. Hello.
This is a very ancient kind of tool.
But it is a shame now to use this primitive tool. We now have a machine. It can chop wood without a man.
Okay, now you have to understand what we're about here. This is the 18th century. Okay, I am a historic interpreter.
You are a slave?
I am not. I am a historic interpreter.
Yeah.
I am a museum educator.
Can I buy you?
No, I'm afraid you can't.
In Kazakhstan, we think USA very technology very good, and now I see it's very primitive.
This is 200 years ago. We are not in the year 2002 here. We are this is a time machine back to the year 1750 or 1760.
You make a time machine?
Can you please explain to him
I
what we are
can't. I'm
doing?
trying hard because he keeps telling me about buying a slave. We don't do that.
Okay.
It hasn't been done since
This is a
1865.
historic site. Do you understand what a historic site is? This is an outdoor museum.
I like you. Do you like me?
I'm not sure.
We're going to see the milking of the cow now.
This is a man or a woman?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I think it's a woman.
It's not so clear. How do we find out?
I got to find out. Look.
I find out if it's man or woman.
Why do you throw the milk away?
I think because they give them some medicine, so it's not good to drink.
Oh, all right.
Not really sure.
What?
A woman.
You think it's a woman? It's not so clear.
Do they always have girls like you milking the cows?
Yes.
Yes.
But why she wear clothes like a man?
Because they all do when they're working here.
She is
No, she's not.
clear.
How are you doing there at Borat?
Good. You are a cowboy?
Yeah,
You are a cowboy?
I'm a cowboy.
High five! Down low! It's too slow.
Swing it to steer.
Whoa, I will.
You have to swing a big circle.
Yes.
Like this.
Yes. Yes.
See?
Yes.
You got it now?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to turn it loose.
Yes.
Keep it going.
You okay?
I'm okay. But then you have to throw it at the steer.
How many punch you take to a cow before it fall? Me is 11, my record.
I hit a goat one time, but
Yes.
never hit a cow.
I once carry a woman against her will for near 1 mile.
You did?
Yes.
He carried a woman against her will for 1 mile. Really? Why would you do that?
To show her my home.
Oh, okay. Did she like it, what you got there?
Yes. But she my wife now.
She's your wife now?
I have a wife. Yeah. You want to see her picture?
Yes.
Yes. It is her.
Oh, she's pretty.
Yes.
She couldn't come with you? Did you know that picture was in there?
Ah, yes, my wife. Is not a lady to see.
That's more your wife than I wanted
This
to
is my
say.
wife.
Oh, that's your wife. Oh, wow.
Hey, don't be looking at all those pictures.
Huh?
Yes. She is a nice.
Nice, huh?
Yes. She's nice. Do not show your wife. Booyakasha, check this out, yo. I is here with my main woman, Naomi Wolf. She be well important feminist and has like written enough books about that kind of stuff. Do you think that women should have equal rights in the workplace?
Yeah, do you?
Well, ain't there the problem that if they start getting them there, then they're going to start asking for them at home?
Yeah, and what's wrong with that? Research has shown, this is my favorite statistic in misconceptions, that the most erotic thing a man can do for a woman is the dishes, is housework.
Is do the dishes?
Well, after she's had a child.
I thought it was the figure of eight. The figure of eight when you...
Well, that's good before... Yeah. Okay, well, that's good, that's good.
All right then, no offense, but if you were so equal, how come even the things that you claim that you is better at men, at, like cooking, you know, you ain't?
Well, who says women are better at cooking?
All the best chefs in the world is like men, like, you know, Colonel Sanders, man or woman Ronald McDonald. Them is like a million times better than Wendy.
Yes, a very good question. I mean, I guess I have to say I never claimed that women are better cooks than men. You're right. The great chefs have all been men.
Do you reckon now that women has got more job opportunities than men?
No, I do not.
Because, you know, you've got all the lap dancers, all the bitch, the woman in the rap videos, whatever, strippers, you know.
A lot of countries in Eastern Europe are collapsing, and women like me, you know, have to sell sex in order to eat, you know, in order to look after their children. And there's nothing sadder.
If you did, you would make loads. I'm not saying I hope you never have to. But
well, thank you for the compliment.
Right.
I appreciate that because I'm almost 40, so that's nice that, you know, I could possibly take to the streets if I needed to. But let me tell you, honestly, how would you feel if you had to sell sex, your sex?
What if people pay me money for sex?
No, honestly. I mean, I know, like,
I would be there every day.
So cool.
I would
be
late in the office 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 369.
I mean, would you call a woman a bitch? Would you say you're my bitch and expect her to feel really cared for and respected?
Well, with me Julia, I've got a girlfriend, and I do sometimes call her my bitch, but, you know, in the bedroom, whatever, you know, that is, them words come out, and, you know, she ain't got a problem with it.
Okay. Gee, I'm kind of speechless.
I ain't calling her a bitch, I was calling her my bitch.
My bitch, I'm sorry. Okay, my bitch. Okay, you know, I guess we're just really speaking at cross purposes because I'm so offended by this, I can't even tell you.
Yo, so diggity check yourself before you wreck yourself, because I is here with 4 people who has all thought about something called religion. How powerful is God?
I think there is a power. I think most people at one point or another experience that power. They draw upon something that seems larger than themselves.
Can God do better stuff than David Blaine's?
You're asking God to make square circles, which are impossible. God can't do impossible things. That's not a limitation on God.
There have always been magicians, and there always will be, and some of them claim to be really producing magic.
So ain't God just like an overhyped David Blaine's?
No, and a lot of people would find that suggestion very offensive.
Yo, sorry. If God has got all these amazing powers, why don't he flex it every day? Like if you has got it, flaunt it. Like my mate Dave, he's got a 9-incher. He gets it out all the time. God should be showing his powers. Well, let's talk about this man, the main man, the MacDaddy of the Christian thing. What was his name again?
Jesus Christ.
Why did Jesus go around with all them reindeers?
I'm not sure I've seen the same image as you've seen. I think you're confusing him with Santa Claus.
So does Jesus really exist, or is it just your father dressed up?
Yes, Jesus exists as the second person of what we believe to be the triune God.
Is it true that he was born in a stable?
It's possible. he was born in those kind of simple circumstances. No room in the inn, that sort of thing.
There was no room in the... Well,
yeah.
Well, that's because it was Christmas, isn't it? Let's talk about marriage. Would you ever marry a Jewish girl?
I've chosen not to marry. I've chosen...
What, just to play around?
Celibate life.
So how many months has you been celibate?
52 years next
So
summer.
you ain't done it for 50?
That's right. That's right. And I can tell you, there's more to life than sex.
Would you, as a gesture of bringing us together, marry her?
There are other ways of bringing us together than marriage.
What if she was a bit fitter? Would you consider marrying her then?
I am considering marriage not at all.
But people out there, they see people as meant to be religious, behaving in an unreligious way. Ain't it hypocritical that so many nuns also work part-time as strippers?
Well, I don't think you can demonstrate that statistically.
Yo,
that's an absurd statement that you've just made.
No, it ain't. I was been at my mate Ricky C's 21st, and there was this nun that came in, and like 10 minutes later, she had her bubble-ons out, was
so
whipping
you just
shaving
said,
cream
you
off his
but
body.
you just said so many nuns work as strippers, and then you say this one.
Well, she said her name was Sister Fister.
But see,
was that part of her act? Was that really who she was?
Yeah.
I would really prefer that you move off this topic because I find it offensive. It's not documented by any kind of evidence.
We just got a video.
Hearsay. It's hearsay.
Got a video of it. Yo, so we just want to say big up all yourselves, respect. This has been well interesting. It's been deep. It's been everything. There's been times when it's been boring. But that's life, innit?
Yeah.
And that's deep. Keep it real. And you lot out there, listen up to what has been said and think about it for yourself.
Eagle, you're looking great. Coming up 9 minutes.
What's up? Being gay is the new coolest thing. So that's why I've come to the gayest part of America, Alabama.
Also, jetzt bin ich hier. What's your name? What? What's your name? Shaw Williams. Great. Shy.
Shad.
Shad.
Shad Williams.
Shad. So, Shadi, what position do you play?
I play running back.
So, what do you say to the people out there who see that you are so powerful in your physique, have very powerful size and pectoral muscles, and wonder what your Schwanzenstück is like?
I don't know. I've never been put in that situation.
Are you allowed to date other members of the team, or do you have to wait till the season is over?
What? No, there's nobody on the team like that. No.
So you must realize that you have many, many fans out in Austria. They see you and they just would do anything to kind of spend a night with you. What do you say to those guys?
I'm not gay, so I'm not going to spend any night with any guy. So
do you have a message to Austria's gay community?
Yeah, I'm not gay, so don't come looking for me.
So what does freedom mean to you?
Freedom means being able to do what you want, say what you want, without government looking over your shoulder, without government's hand in your pocket, without the Jewish hand in your pocket.
Yes, the Juden. You know, in Austria, the government is run
by Jews.
freedom in Austria is a lot about being able to walk down the street with my boyfriend Diesel, just holding hands and without people staring at us. Is that what you're campaigning for?
Well, I'm not too hot on your right to hold hands with your boyfriend, but what you do in the privacy of your home, as long as you stay away from my kids, I have no problem with what you do. If you try to recruit my kids in any way, then you would have a problem with me.
So Clay, you got a kind of very manly look. When did you get to be so cute?
When I was born.
You're so good looking, and don't you know it?
I like women. Thank you anyway.
So you are bi?
No, I'm not bi, and I'm not gay. And if you're going to speak on that subject, you can take a hike. You're not my type.
Is it because I'm too fat?
No.
But is it what I've really jet lagged.
Your interview's over. You want to be a professional? Be a professional. Don't be some fucking fag.
And me has got one other request which me would love you to do. Me want to get all like respected people to do 2 lines of a rap. So I was written something like that. Like, word up, my name be James Lipton, I think I may have spelled it wrong. Giving mad props. You know what mad props is? Respect.
Yeah, I know.
Mad props to Shakespeare. Check it. Just because you like acting, that's to the people out there, it don't mean you as a queer.
No, I'm going to do another one. Yo, you out there, now listen to me. Just do like me and my bro, the MC. Think, my friends, consider, reflect. Give mad props to the world. Translation, respect. Fresh.